You guys hear me? Yo.
There we go. I still can't see my head. Oh, that worked.
Our life around the world.
No, I'm frozen.
Everybody is doing really well, making a lot of money, and just excited about DSD and where it's going, where we've come from, and what the next level is. So we're really excited and can't wait to get back to the convention and see what good stuff is coming.
Hello, everyone.
What's up, man?
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Hear it too.
Well, we're waiting for others to come on at the moment, which is 2 or 3 more people. How are you guys?
Exhausted.
Still good. How you doing, man?
Alright. Trying to get what's left of this promotion for eBay. This is like the first time I've actually had time to actually list anything.
What promotion are you doing, Jay?
I think Jerry, guys, we can put up like 2,000 free listings.
Yeah, just for the
We
US
got
dollars,
like
remember?
2 days. Yeah, what we got, like 2 days left?
Yeah, I think, actually, I think tomorrow's the last day of it, the 12th.
Lovely.
God, man, you boys from the US must have been listing like crazy.
When I can get a second to do it, which has been mainly today, I've been listing all morning.
Yeah, the new listing builder helps. I think it cut down my listing times in like half, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is using the new listing builder, because I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this manually, so I'm just shooting these suckers up there.
Yeah.
Like, I'll edit it later, like I did last time. But
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm just putting them up as fast as possible and going back and like tweaking things and.
yeah, how many you got up?
I feel it works better that way.
Yeah, I have up almost 500. I'm going to have them raise my limits probably tomorrow.
Nice.
Or tonight, whichever comes first.
How many you got up, Jeremy?
I'm at 110 right now.
Cool. Jay?
Yeah.
I am at, I don't know, my eBay just froze. I think it doesn't like the fact that I'm shooting up these listings so fast. Or it's the Hangout link. Probably the Hangout link. Let me get to my account and see when that actually.
Here we go.
That's today.
Wait for it, Jeremy. Yeah, you take a sip of your drink first, Jeremy.
Actually, you know what? Wait, where's my mobile? My mobile will tell me. Here it is. Where's my phone? Hold on.
I've had a nuts day today.
I see that.
Hey?
Making a lot of money, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that item I sold, man, awesome. Good bets.
Selling?
I've got to get on my listings, man, because I haven't shipped any of my items since yesterday, and I've got like 18 so far items to send out tonight.
18?
Craziness. Oh, hello, Paula.
Hiya.
You alright?
Yeah.
You're looking a bit confused.
440.
I'm just in contact with Rick at the moment. Sorry, honey.
Or what, Jay?
440.
440.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got some work to do.
Man. Let me tell
Quite
you.
a lot.
Yeah, I've got toothache. Hi, guys.
You got
Hey.
two.
Hey, how you doing?
No.
Just close down these little browsers.
You have to. The reason why Paul is looking a bit confused is because she just got off a Skype call with me for the last hour.
Oh, those are always good.
That's why she's looking a bit tired and a bit drained.
Oh.
Who's been helping who? No,
Wait, so there's these people from Florida or around this area in Scotland?
Jay,
Oh, cool.
Jay,
America.
Which ones?
Jay.
Oh, cool.
I don't think you can hear me. So, what's happening, Jeremy? Talk to me. How's things going?
Pretty good, man. I'm let's see, I'm getting at least a sale a day so far. Got a new job lined up. That's good. Yeah, just making sales, trying to figure out what's selling and what prices I can sell certain items at. I've been, I guess, changing up the way I go about listing. Before I actually list the product, I background check more eBay, like how it's sold in the past on eBay, and judging my prices based on that. And yeah.
Do you look at the reviews on Amazon?
I rarely base whether or not I'm going to list it based on the reviews, but yeah, if it's definitely not like a good reviewed item, then yeah, and it's already sold before, you're taking the chance whether or not somebody's going to like the product and return it and all that.
There we go. Chrome's acting a fool today.
So I can see now, Jay. It's good
Back.
to see you well. So we were just talking about Jeremy, about how things have changed for him slightly, because he's changed up the tactics and changed his ways. He does things slightly differently.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah, it's helping out.
Yeah, he's just spending more time, Jay, on looking at his items on eBay, these potential items, and seeing how regular they're selling and what kind of reviews they're getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was asking you that the other day. I was like, how come nobody ever puts like reviews in their listings?
Yeah, I thought about doing that before. Do you do that, Jason?
Do I put reviews in my listings?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I know I'd sell a lot more if I did. I don't. I won't. I won't knock it because you know,
Can't hurt me.
reviews really help.
That's what I thought about. I was thinking about that.
If you're along to buy your item, they're going to want to obviously see what other people are saying about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's just
Can you
joined.
just give me 5 minutes, Jason?
Yeah.
I won't be a
Okay.
second. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Paula. Hi,
I was
Sarah.
thinking that, and just today I was like, what if we put the title in item specifics?
Hang on a second, guys, because Sarah's on mute.
Right.
Sarah, you on mute, babe?
Why did I?
How do I get Sarah off mute, Jay?
I think she has to do that. She has to click on the microphone. Because this thing says she's not on mute, so it might be something with the computer.
Right, just while she's working that out, because I'm not sure she can hear us either. Can you hear us? Yeah.
Well, she can hear us.
Okay. So yeah, Jeremy was saying about obviously his different things that he's changed recently, which has had an impact on his business, which is a good idea, Jeremy. You know, the fact that you just obviously, you know, used that, and it's obviously working out for you. Are these regular items that you started to sell, or are they new items completely? That you've
I'd
had
say
it for a while, I mean.
the best seller that I have is it's been selling pretty frequently, like for the past month or two. There's one that I just sold yesterday. It's been up for like 2 months. But yeah, a lot of them are newer ones that I'm listing.
No.
Okay, cool. Are you on the automated thing?
Yeah, the listing builder.
The tracking where it
Yeah,
tracks
it's all tracked, and I'm like, there's a lot of errors in the program. That's why I've been thinking like why they don't have it out for the UK members. But yeah, there's a lot of errors in the back end.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's why Jason was asking me. I'm like, just wait a little while.
Yeah, I've been shooting support emails back and forth with all the errors that I've found, and they say that they're working on it, but it's been, I'd say the last month has been, they haven't really done much as far as like the errors that I've encountered. You can work around them, it's just, it takes more time than it normally should.
Yeah, but most of my time with the tool has just been tweaking, see what you can and can't do with it, with just the pro level, and then figure out how to calculate the prices and everything. Which I think I figured that out for items under 35, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it actually still says it's in beta mode, so it's not. I don't think
I'm
it's.
actually in it right now. Let me see.
Are you?
Yeah, because I know they have that thing where the keyword tool hasn't been working, which that's becoming a pain in
It's
the butt.
pretty, yeah, pretty new.
Yeah. I mean, I don't use the keyword tool, but I just type in something real quick so I don't have to go through all the categories.
Yeah. That
That
saves
part's
some
hard.
time.
cool, man. Well, there's the event's coming up in towards
This
the end of
month.
the month,
Weeks, right?
and
Yep.
I was actually I'm actually contemplating going myself to the event.
Take a little trip.
Oh, here's how you now, man.
I'm just checking out the hotel reservations because they're filling up fast and stuff. So at the moment,
Should
you
be
know,
sold out, right?
you are sorry.
Almost.
Should be sold out, right?
There's a
Okay.
couple left. I've got the powers that be trying to get me one. But I just think obviously it would just be I've got to take the plunge at the end of the day and invest in my business. That's the way I see it. And the event itself is going to be invaluable to my business. That's the way I look at it. I'm not going to be treating it as a holiday
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So plus I've never been to the States before, so you know, it'd be nice just to be amongst it and meet the top earners and, you know, have my list of questions of
Pick their brains.
answers
Yeah,
to.
'cause that's what I want to do. It's virtually an hour from my house.
Well, Jay, you.
You
Would have
know?
been nice to meet you, Jay. You know,
Exactly.
but you know, I've always said this time next year that me and my team would all be at this event, this next big event. This is just an extra event that's come up, obviously. The yearly event next year. I've always said that it'd be nice to have my whole team there at the event, and that's why anybody that comes into the group, I want them to be successful at this to the point where they do have spare change in their back pocket to go to an event like this, because the rewards are just phenomenal. So it's definitely invaluable. So I'm going to be doing my best to get there myself, because it's just invaluable. But But yeah, so if I do, obviously the hangout will be interesting the following week that I do with my team. But yeah, so I didn't know if any of you guys wanted to come along and try and meet me there, etc. But that's something for you guys to think about. I'm quite gutted Sarah can't speak.
I'm working at it.
You are, sorry?
I said I'm working at it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So the reason why I put a picture of a Lamborghini in there is because I want you to all do me a little favour. That's the car that I want in 12 months. Okay. And that's my picture. That's my goal. My next goal there. That I want the next 12 months. So I wanted to put that out there to everybody, so they could see that. I'd like you also to put a picture that describes your ambition or your main goal, what you want in 12 months' time. It could be a house, it could be a car, it could be a frigging dog, it could be a snooker table, whatever, you know.
What table?
Snooker. It's like a pool game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, what?
Because there's,
Only in the UK.
yeah, I'd like you all to do that. I mean, I know Paul will probably put a horse and some stables, for instance, you know. There's a reason. No, there is a reason why I want you all to do this, okay? And the reason you'll find out in the next month, it'll be in the next 3 to 4 weeks. It's something that I'm putting together quite special and unique for my team that's going to help promote my team and the group. It's something new that's come along, and I want to try it out because I firmly believe it will be invaluable once again. So I just want to get a personal touch or personal side of the group members that I've got in here, the type of people that are in here, what their goals are and why they're in it, etc. I don't need to put you a big essay, but just put a nice picture of where you want to be or what you want to achieve in the next 12 months, a picture that describes that, and something good, just one thing, something good underneath that picture of what you like about DSD or what it's done for you, even if it's give you a few extra bucks a month to get a bus fare, for instance, whatever, right? Something positive that DSD has done. And then each time I want you to sort of go back to that post and just remind yourself, but it's also for me personally because I'm going to be putting something very, very unique and very quite special about every individual here together in the next 3 or 4 weeks, which you'll all be quite proud of. You know, I'm putting together stuff that how people get involved. That's why it's also important that people get involved, because there's going to be certain things I'm going to be taking out of the group and using, because I think, once again, I think the group that we've got here is phenomenal. It's really, really good how we all support each other. But I'm mainly looking for everybody to achieve, because, and that is important, especially, and I quote, especially with what's coming up at the event in terms of how your team grows and how you could earn even more, which is what we're all here for at the end of the day, to change our lives. Now, for the affiliates in here, there's 1, 2, 3 affiliates on this call. Can you still hear me, Sarah? Give me a second. She's not a very fast typer, so just bear me a minute. Great, fantastic, awesome. Brilliant, thanks, Sarah. Sorry, she's just let me know that she's posted a picture already in the group straight away.
Yeah, I'm trying to. It's just not.
That's
loading.
awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, I was going to say it was very relevant. Yeah, for the affiliates that are in here, I would strongly, with a nice smile, advise you guys to start thinking about bringing people into your team and start going to the next level. There are some people within the group that, excuse me, that have just become affiliates, that are affiliates, etc. It's a nice little mixture, actually, and it's a shame Vanessa's not on this call because I keep badgering her about it. With things that I hope this hangout isn't too boring for you, Sarah. With the people that are on here that are affiliates, with what's coming up in the event, it's definitely going to be within your best interests. Now, I don't agree. I've thought about this for a few hours today, and I've decided I am going to say it. There are some people in here that I've found a new way of marketing my affiliate link. I've found a way that's free. It's totally free. If anybody's interested and want to know how it's done, excuse me, inbox me only. If you want to know more, it's free to join. Plus, you can also earn money as well at the same time, totally free. But more importantly, it gets you traffic, quality traffic for people online that are looking to make money online. And the way I see it is, between some of us here, the way I see it is, DSD works, period. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. It works. Yes, fine, there's a few things wrong in the back office, etc. But generally, all the tools are there for you to do your business and for you to earn money. So the way I look at it is, this is something that I'm trial and testing and is working. You know, I am earning a bit of money on the side from it, but also I'm learning more about getting questions from new prospects and stuff like that. So anybody interested that want the link and want to have a look at the video, just inbox me personally, and I'll email it to you straight away. Not a problem. I know Jeremy, if you don't mind me saying, Jeremy and Paula have joined it, and they're enjoying it.
Looks good to me so far.
You what? Sorry, mate.
It looks good to me so far.
So yeah, it's having the right individual to send your link, and at the end of the day, to be honest, I'm sick of seeing people all over Facebook saying affiliate commission, screenshots of their email, and I want to be up there also as well. So so it does work, and that's why I've gone for this. Moving on, I'm going to ban runs about that. Moving on, things with the group I'm happy with. Anybody wanting any one-on-one time with myself as of next Monday, I would say inbox me, because I tried to put a schedule out last week, and then because of this other thing that I'm involved in, I sort of got in the way of that. So I would say to you, if you want a bit of my time, then just inbox me only, and I'm more than happy to say yeah or nay. I can do this time, or I can do that time. Ideally, I know it's not going to happen, unfortunately, but ideally, I would love an hour of time with every single one of my team members in the next 7 to 10 days. I'd love that. Jay, I used to Skype regular, and we used to have quite a few hours. He used to find it very rewarding. So did I. Same with Paula. Jeremy, obviously, appreciate you're busy as and when you can. Sarah, same myself with the children, etc. But if you can learn something, or if you can gain a bit of more free advice from your sponsor, somebody that might be working things differently, which I have done a few little things differently in the last few weeks to my business, which I can, quite easily share with you. But the way I look at it is, it's if you want to. One of the members, not going to mention her name, but she reached out to me a few days and inboxed me and said, is there any chance I could just have 30 minutes of your time on such and such day, such and such time? And we did, and it worked out really, really well, because a day later she sold something. I'm not saying that's going to happen every time. Income claimer, whatever you want to call it. Claimer, that's it. But yeah, I'm always here. always inbox me. If I'm not there in the group for a day or whatever, I wouldn't even say a day, it's about a day and a half. Don't panic, you know, just send me a quick inbox if you want to meet up and have a little Skype session. More than happy to do that, not a problem at all. Moving on, I've got, yeah. Jay, how's things going with you?
Oh, there it goes. Any minute I get to actually sit down and post my listings and try and do affiliate, I'm taking it. Like today, like that's all I've been doing, like all day. Like nonstop. When eBay's going pretty good, I gotta tweak some listing stuff. I've had one that's sold like at least 7 times this month, which I'm really happy about that.
Awesome. You just reminded me of another thing I was going to say. It's on my list, but I'll just say it now while you just touched on that. Guys, try and put some sales proofs in the group as well. I want to try and start to see some more regular sales proofs in there as well, because once again, as I reiterate, there's always prospects coming in and out of the group. I'm not going to announce them unless they've become a member. I'll just stick them in the search bar, leave them there in the background. So the more sales proof we've got, you know, if you've done 3 sales in a day, or 4 or 5, just put a little screenshot of a sale that you've done. You know, so everybody once again can get involved and new prospects come in and see those screenshots. That's why I put that little screenshot out there today. Jay, you know how to do it as well. You've done it from your phone, etc. So anything you see, then great. You know, just stick it out there. Jeremy, what was I going to say to Jeremy? Oh yeah, just want to highlight. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry, 1 second. Esteban's just messaged me. Bro, we won't be able to make it today. I'm with them, but we're just on the way home due to family reunion that we've had. Okay, cool. Right. Jeremy, just want to say a quick thank you to Jeremy. He's put up some really good posts in the last sort of week or so, and I would encourage everybody to I always say it, but it never happens, unfortunately. Well, most of the time it does. If you see his post and you find it constructive, like it. And I say this out of respect for Jeremy because he's taken his time out to put something in the group for everybody to learn from, just like I do. So if people view it and they don't click the like button or even comment, to me, it might be different to you guys, but to me, I'd be like, well, that's a little bit harsh because this man's put a post on there. At least he would like to see, especially me as well, he would like to see that somebody was appreciative or worthwhile him putting that out there. So, it's just a reiteration again. If it's there, just show a little bit of respect and just like it. But I'd just like to say thanks to Jeremy because there's some pretty good content that he's put out there and it's very useful. If there's anything you want to say, Sarah, even though you can't speak, then just type it in if you've got a question, not a problem. Paula, excuse me, I've got something in my throat tonight. Paula, can you hear me?
I can, yeah.
Right, okay, cool. Paula, I hope I always try and highlight, certain individuals in the groups. I believe that's important. Paula, I hope she won't mind me saying, but she's been going through a bit of a difficult time at the moment with her eBay. Not her sales and not her listings, just something she's dealing with personally with eBay, something to do with their software. I'm not going to elaborate on it, but things aren't great for her in eBay at the moment, and it's hard for her, and I'm trying to help her get it sorted as well. However, I still want to commend this lady very much, because even though I know what's going on behind the scenes and nobody else does, Paula still makes the effort to be involved and engaged in the group as much as possible. I know for sure 99% of everybody in the group, if they were going through what Paula's going through right now, they wouldn't engage in the group in any way, shape or form. because they'd be totally peed off, right? But I just want to commend Paula because she still comes in the group, she still encourages people, right? And she still highlights and says the well dones to everybody else. So I just want to hugely, hugely commend Paula for that because it shows that she's not just out for herself, she wants everybody else to achieve and she wants to be amongst it as well. And I think that's what's important to everybody here, especially me. I don't know if you all agree with that, but that's
Thank
how I
you.
just wanted to. Fair play, Jay. Fair play.
Thank you very much.
Cool, no worries. Moving on to Sarah. Sarah, bless her, she's always ever so busy with her family, which is important and it's a priority. Obviously, it has to. I'd like to, is in a cheeky kind of way, I'd like to, if possible, try and wave a little magic wand and try and have Sarah a tiny bit more engaged in the group because I don't want people to miss out on the good things that's happening. And when people get a sale and stuff like that, it's a real good buzz. Even when somebody asks a question, right, somebody like Fahid, even if he asks a bloody question that's in the training videos, that everybody tries to help, bless him, right? I still find that very inspiring when I go into my group and I see a post that somebody's put out and I see bang, 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 loads of different comments and people helping. Because I panic straight away. I see somebody put a question in the group and I think, shit, I should be there. And I'm ready to type away and I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. And I read all the other comments and I'm like, oh, I don't need to do anything. You know? And that's great. That's really, really inspiring for me. So all I would say to Sarah, just try and get a little bit involved, a little bit more if you can. So I want you to be a part of the journey also as well. I've got some really good things coming our way in the group in the next coming 4 weeks, and it's a really, really good place to be right now because I want to change things for the better. Not that things aren't bad now, because they're not. I couldn't be happy with the group. I just want people just a little bit more involved, even if they've got a couple of seconds just to, you know, whatever, make a comment, you know, etc. So if you can, Sarah, thanks for putting that post out. I haven't looked at it yet, which I'm going to look at in a minute. I've just read Jay's message. I don't think the link's right.
No, that was before the hangout.
That was for the hangout.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of short back here. So, has anybody got anything to say? Anything that's on their mind? Anything they've found? Anything new that we can learn from? Okay, fair enough. Cool, sounds, no worries. Jamie looks to the left, and Jay's like, and Sarah, bless her, she just
It's a big question. It's very, very broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You know, I mean, you're sending tickets to the back office. What kind of response are you getting from them, Jeremy? Are you getting quick responses? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's they're basically generic, predetermined responses because I'm guessing they get over 100 a day. So they're not really. I get a few that are like responses after they've already given that generic message, which they're always saying, "Oh yeah, we're sending it to our IT department. We're looking over it. It's on our mind. It should be fixed as soon as possible." But they don't give a exact date or anything like that. But like I said, it's just stuff that you got to work around. It's not anything that stops you dead in your tracks as far as using the tool that they have. They just got to improve it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, cool, man. Cool.
I think after the event, I'm hoping that it should be like sorted out and good to go, since they're like rolling out a whole new affiliate plan or whatever.
Yeah.
You were saying, you touched on that a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that's right. The affiliate plan is going to be. I'll tell you what. If the affiliate plan goes the way I think it's going to go, I I genuinely believe, and I'm stuttering as I'm about to say this because, you know, but I genuinely believe, and this is a real bold statement here. I genuinely believe there'll be no internet marketing company on the planet that will be able to touch the
Yeah.
compensation plan.
Yeah,
That'll
I
be it.
I agree.
Well, I believe that.
Yeah, that'll be it. You'll be in retirement, you know, and that's why I say. That is why I say, if you are an affiliate, stop sitting on the fence, start worrying about your own business and your own items. Yes, that's important, but bring people in, bring people underneath you. You know, I don't know why it's so. I've thrown myself into it this last couple of months when I've been down and down and down in my personal life, right? But the way I see it is, there's going to come a time in my business where I'd like to step away from that a little bit, okay? And I'd like to rely on the income still coming in from this business. And if you are bringing people in to a company, to a business, to a concept that clearly works, you know, then you should be grabbing it, clutching it at straws, you know, and if you do it now before this event, start seriously thinking about, right, I'm going to start bringing some people in, even if it's just 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes a day, looking at your chat box in your Facebook. This is just something out of thin air I'm throwing, by the way. I haven't got this written down, right? This is the way my brain sees it. It's tunnel vision, and it's what's the word I'm looking for? Common sense. You know, if you've got 15 minutes a day on your Facebook, on your laptop, looking at your address book in your chat there, who's online? Oh, I haven't spoken to him for so long. Start to build a relationship, have a conversation, etc. Then, you know, it all starts from there. You know, I use Roger's old videos. So if anybody really wants a copy of that, obviously give me a holler for it. Not a problem. That works really well. Obviously, the other business that I'm doing, formulating traffic, once again, people ask me if you want to have a look at that, and I'll send you the link for that. But now, excuse me, now is the right time to start thinking about being an affiliate, not an affiliate, sorry, to start seriously thinking about recruiting. Because I guarantee you now, and I do this, and I say this with conviction, I guarantee you now, in 2 months' time, you're going to look back and you're going to say, do you know what? I remember the hangout 2 months ago, and Jay was saying to me with a serious tone that I need to get on this. And you do. You know, you'll look back and you'll regret it. Okay, I'm happy at the position that I'm at, but obviously I want, you know, I've got my own personal goals. Still want more people in, but that's me thinking about it selfishly. If I was thinking like that, but I'm not, and that's why I'm putting this out here to you guys that are in that position as an affiliate, to grab it with both hands right now while you've got this opportunity. Wouldn't you agree with that, Jeremy?
Yeah, I'd definitely agree with that. Yeah, when I heard, I don't even really know what exactly the new affiliate plan is going to be, but it's like 10, 15, 100 times better than what it is now. And yeah, people are already making six figures with the affiliate plan. I can only see more and more people getting closer to that income goal more easily than ever before. But yeah, just got to get to work as far as bringing in more people.
Yeah.
How many? What would you say like a good ratio is as far as like talking to people? Like 2 out of 10?
Yeah, I would say
2 out of 10 is a good ratio. It's a great ratio.
Yeah, I would definitely say 2 out of 10. But it's, you know.
The thing is, with us, we have results, so that's even better.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
Exactly. It's all, you know. Another good advertising, you know, tool is, you know, putting it out on your page, for instance, once a week. Just once a week, not every day like some of them do. Just once a week, just put a little screenshot. Oh, I've earned X amount of money while I was asleep last night. Don't even say what it's about. Don't even mention the company. Oh, it's great. I just woke up this morning and I earned whatever dollars. while I was sleeping. Someone's going to jump on there at some point, or they're going to message you and go, "What's this all about?"
I think that that new guy that I introduced to the group this past week, I posted something about my eBay sales or whatever, and he messaged me like, "Oh yeah, I've been looking to get started. I don't know where he came from. I don't even think he was one of my friends." But yeah, he messaged me. He was like, "Yeah, I've been looking into this for like a year and just haven't pulled the trigger yet."
Exactly.
But yeah, it's completely random.
Exactly. So there again, it just proves the point straight away that people, they don't even have to know you. People will show an interest. You know, one thing I do when I bring people into the group is I send them straight to the Hangout, which is at the bottom of the page. You know, if any of you affiliates want a broad, open list of like 5 or 6 things that I do when I bring people in, you may, you know, just message me, and I'll put it together for you guys, and I'll send it to you, because at least then, because the good thing about this is that you guys are in the group and you send me do it, so you know I ain't going to be bullshitting you. It's as simple as that. And I will just give you the blueprint strategy that I do to bring people in. And there's so many different ways I do it. You know, I can either do it a quick way within about 2 or 3 days, bring certain people in as prospects only, for instance, or I'll build a load of prospects and then one weekend throw them all in. Because there's an old saying in sales, the more shit you throw at the wall, eventually some of it's going to stick.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that's the abbreviation that I stand by. You know, it's a numbers game. So,
Yep.
you know, I cannot stress so badly that, you know, if you are affiliates, time to start building now for what's rolling out at the end of the month, definitely. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about that. That's about it, really. Oh yeah, other people's posts on your profile. Okay, if you get a chance, try and like some of the posts on people's profile in the groups as well, because that gets you exposure. There's a 21 Facebook challenge also just been released this last month and a half or so. I'm not sure if
Oh,
any
the new algorithm.
seen people going on about it. I would definitely recommend it. There's a lot I could tell you about it from what I've learned in this other stuff that I'm in.
What's that about?
But, what's that? Sorry?
What's that about?
The 21-day Facebook challenge, it basically teaches you how to market in the correct way yourself on Facebook. So in other words, you have to get traffic and get ranking in Facebook with whatever post you put up, especially if it's on your profile or in a group and stuff. So if you put a status on your Facebook, for instance, and let's just say you've got 1,000 friends in your list, the chances are 100 people are going to see that, not 1,000, which is what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Until you actually, it's the way you conduct your profile gets you ranking, just like eBay gets you ranking the more people seeing it. Now, if you're advertising screenshots or putting posts on there about your sales, some people are going to see it, a lot of people aren't. Okay, and what the 21 Facebook challenge is all about, it doesn't have to be about business as well. The 21 Facebook challenge, it teaches you what to put and what to say and what not to say and stuff like that to get attention to your profile. See, I've always been under the illusion that if I put a post on my wall, or I put a picture or video, whatever, on my wall, all the people in my friends list are going to see that at some point. That's the impression I've been under. But no, it's not. Far from it. And I really, genuinely shocked me. I didn't know. Because I was like, well, what's the frigging point of having all these friends then? Or what's the point of me putting post up if nobody's going to see it? I don't get it, right? And I immediately stopped posting on my wall. I thought, well, if no fucker's going to see it, what's the point of me posting it? You know, what's the point of me having all these friends? I genuinely didn't know. And people were just like, but that's how it works. Did you not know? And I was like, well, no. You know, I wondered why I only got 70 likes on the picture of Jaden. me and Jade, and only 70 likes, and I've got nearly 1,000 friends. You know, what are they all doing? Ignorant shits. Just rolling past my post and not saying anything or even liking it. Well, Jay, they can't friggin' see it.
Yeah, it don't exist.
I just didn't know, you know. I just thought, even people I saw in the street, they're on my friends list. I'm like looking at them like, yeah, and they go, oh, I see you on post on Facebook and what have you. And I think to myself, well, why didn't you like the picture of my son that I put up last week? It was really nice. I don't say anything to him. I just walk off and I just think, ignorant little shit. But no, it's Jay. He can't see it, mate, because you're not up there. So yeah. At the end of the day, you know, yes, Facebook is a good profile, a good way to get people into your business if you are putting the odd post up. But I'd look at the Facebook challenge. It's free. It's 21 days. It's good.
I was going to ask, is that a course that you got to buy, or is that something?
You are free? It's free.
Free? All right.
Yeah, it's free. You know, so it's definitely something worthwhile looking at, you know, and delving into, because it's about 10 minutes a day or something that they teach you something different new. But the way I look at it is, if you're on Facebook for a reason, because you want people to look at stuff that you post, and you want to look at stuff that other people post. So in order to get up there, you know, to doing this course will really, really help. So yeah, that's I can't think of. I've gone through my list. Is there anything else that anybody else wants to say? Because Sarah, she just looks so fascinated. We don't Skype anymore, me and Sarah. We used to Skype quite regular, but her lifestyle is too busy for me right now. You know, she's she handles 1,000,001 jobs every single day, bless her. But yeah, maybe someday. But as I said, just echoing to people that, you know, I'm always available. Jay, I'm not even going to shout out to you, because I've just.
I'm a specter, I know.
You know where I'm going to go, don't you?
I know exactly where you're going. I know. I'm going the same way with you.
Jay's just a nightmare to get hold of, because his dad has got him by the ears, and he's just dragging him all across America at the moment, doing different jobs. He's been a little bit frustrated, because this is another thing. This is another thing with me, right? And I believe this is so important as a sponsor. I've always believed this, and I've learned this from so many other sponsors that are out there, that are doing it, and things like this as affiliates you can take on board on what I say now. It's very important as a sponsor to be supportive to your group, to let them know that you're there at a quick of a flash, if you can be, you know, if you can't. So Jay's a good example in this situation, where he came on board, and with the right motivation and mindset and skills, he threw himself into it. So rather than me sort of peel off into the background, like I've seen other sponsors do, right, I want to do the opposite and drive him even more and even further, catapult him even further to where he wants to be, because then his trust in me is going to become even more so, which is important, because if I get people's trust in me, etc., you know, as I've always said, that's better for me than getting a sale. I don't care if I don't get a sale. If my group's doing well, you know, it's only going to be better. And somebody always taught me something this last 3 months, you know. If you're a leader, you know, train people to become leaders. That's what true leaders do. They lead from the back, and they train their leaders from the front to become good leaders. So with Jay, when he was doing really well with his sales, and he still is, you know, I wanted to get behind him and support him and say, right, let's try this, let's try that, you know. And the exciting thing of, same with Paula, the exciting thing with the two of you there, when you've been getting like regular sales and stuff, and been getting the advice and having me there going, that's great, that's great, that's great. You know, let's get something else now, right? Have you got anything today? Have you got anything in the last few days? You know, and you guys want to hear that. You know, it's inspiring. It just inspires you on even more so. You know, the amount of times I got off a call from Jay and Paula in particular, you know, and they're fired up, man, completely fired up. You know, they're earning money, they've done sales. They're like, yes, Jay, you're fucking right, mate. Let's crack it. Let's smash it this week. I'm gonna do this when I get off this call. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna do this and this and this and this. You know, and it's great because you know I'm a firm believer in that as a sponsor. You know, if someone's doing well, inspire them even more to keep going. You know, because they'll never go back to the reality of this just doesn't work anymore, because they can always look back and say, well, no, it did work. At one time, it did work. So let's get it working again, you know? And that's why I've been a tiny bit frustrated with Jay for a positive reason for him to benefit from. Not for me. Not for me.
It's a shared frustration, believe me.
Yeah, not for me. I don't earn extra out of it, you know, by trying to get hold of Jay on his Skype calls and can I see the next day, can I see the next day, him being busy, sometimes me being busy. This isn't a dig at him. This is me trying to, you know, re-emphasise the fact that for people that are sponsors, and unfortunately, Sarah's had to dash off a little bit, but I'm sure she'll come back in a minute. So I was kind of hoping she'd hear this as well, because she's only got about 4 people within her group. And you know, she needs to do the same. But the thing is, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to implement. So, you know, Jay in particular, you know, he's very lucky he's got someone like me, because for the stuff that he's done in such a short space of time, and Jay knows what I'm on about, a lot of sponsors would have just been like, yeah, okay, whatever, mate, crack on, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas I'm actually, you know, still there kicking him and saying, looking at them all.
Oh, God.
Look at this baby, Paula.
Sorry, what?
Look at this baby, Paula. She's just amazing.
Who?
Sarah's little baby.
Where?
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Can you not see her?
No.
She loves Skype. She loves Skype. We used to Skype every now and again when she's getting the call.
Sorry, before I'm going to have to go in a minute, but I've just got a bit of another handy hint for people, if you don't mind, Jason. Can I just take over for 2 minutes?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Sarah's reaching for a pad quickly.
Right, just if you've got some items that aren't selling, like are a bit basically they've been there in your store or your list for ages. If you can get somebody that you know, or yourselves even, if you get somebody you know to maybe go on to some of your items and get them to watch them, okay? So they could actually find you by going in to the advanced settings and left the right hand corner and searching by seller, and they can go so they can put your seller ID in and find you, and that's where they can go in and watch some of your items. Now the more people you get to do it, or you could be a bit cheeky and set up another eBay account just to be a dummy account, to be a person to do things like this, then that will actually get you up again to rank up. Obviously the more watches you've got on items, the better for you. And if you're doing that, go in and just choose one word and turn it on your title, and that will again, Cassini will go, oh, something new's happened, you know what I mean, and it will get you up there. So that's what I was going to say. Be a bit sly and try and do something to get your watches up, because the more, like you said, the more watches we've got, the more appealing it is, because everybody will go, oh, why are they watching that? Do you know what I mean? But it could be you doing it. Okay? Oh, Cassini, baby!
Can I add that?
Alright, so it's just something little there to think about. Just anything will help to get your listings up, your ranking higher. And yeah, that's it. So that's my little tip for today.
Cool. Fahid is listening in on this hangout, and a few others are as well. Another thing I wanted to point out, Paul has just reminded me of it, is that Fahid asked a question today in a group, which is a fair enough question. You know, he asked, "How is it you're selling, making such huge profits on some of your items?" And I will touch on that now very quickly. What I do is, when I got an item that's in sale or a clearance stock, for instance, okay, I mark up that item and sorry, excuse me.
Yours are fine.
Paula. Right, another sale.
Oh, did you see my post, Jason?
You what?
Yeah, I posted that in the group. I just got one.
Oh, right, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that, but that's good. It's good.
Right.
Thanks, Jay. Make sure you all like it when you come off, please. Yeah, I make a list, a separate list of a clear out stock item that I've got. One that's quite regularly, usually falling out of stock. So what I do is I list that item around twice as much, right? Thinking it's not going to sell. But there's always going to be one idiot that's going to come along, right, and go, "Oh, I'll buy that,"
Yeah.
you know, and not do anything about it, not go anywhere else to look or shop around, for instance, and whatever you. And when it happens, right, there's two things that happen there. Yes, you earn a huge profit on it, but it adds to the history of your sold items on that particular item. So if somebody comes along to buy that item, or look at it rather, and they see that two people's bought it rather than opposed to one, they're going to be more encouraged to buy it. With double figures, okay, once you get into the double figures of so many items, not so many items, sorry, once you get into double figures of that particular item selling more than 9 times, your rankings go up slightly on that particular item. Okay, so that's the key here. I'm not necessarily looking for profit, massive amounts of profit. Yeah, I'm looking for profit, of course I am, but I'm not necessarily looking for huge amounts of profit, because the way I look at it is, see, I'm a very deep individual and I look very deep into stuff.
Are you kidding me?
Right. Another one. I look very deep into stuff, right? So I look, you know, and once I shift that price, that item, if it's got 10 sold, for instance, somebody's going to be more likely to buy it. Okay, so what I actually do is, when I get my notification from Amazon that item's in stock, is I will go into that item, I'll edit it, right, and I will change the price on that item. And what I'll do is I'll do it at a knockdown price, for instance, of say $20 off. I'll take off it, for instance, and I will put in the listing for 2 days only. This is at a knockdown price, right? And I won't have the mindset of I'm going to sell this, because my brain is saying no one's going to buy it for this price. It's just a stupid price. This is, right? And I have a list of items that I do this. It's not many, but I have a list of items that do this. And then all of a sudden I start getting questions, right? Have you got this in red? Have you got it in pink, right? Do you know how many you're going to have left in stock? I always leave it at one item left only, obviously. We all know to do that. And it sells. You know, surprisingly enough, it sells, you know. And if I don't sell that item in particular, for instance, it's high competition, it's a popular item, and some people are selling it, which we get a lot on eBay. Some people are selling the same item as us on eBay, but they're getting it at a much cheaper price from what we're getting from our supplier. And you look at it and you think, you know what, I'm going to have to take a loss at this item. I can't list it because this dude here is getting a really good price for it, for instance, right? That is when you can crunch those big ones, because there's always a chance that you're going to have that item in stock, the same as that person, and he's going to run out of stock before you because he's always selling a lot. So what I do is I follow other sellers that have got the same item as me that's popular, that's selling. Yeah, he might be selling a lot more than me, and I might be selling a lot, but I keep watching him. And then when he runs out of stock, right, I flip my items, I flip my price round, right, where it is, yeah, it's still more expensive than here is, but I'll highlight the fact, right, that it's a 2-day offer, for instance, and it encourages people, one. Number two, it creates more watchers to your item, whether they're going to buy it or not. The more watchers you've got, the more inquiries you're going to get. The more inquiries you're going to get, the more sales you're going to get on that particular item. But that's, you know, and that was my answer today in the group, you know. Plus, obviously, I've got a lot of items up, you know. So I'm always going to sell something. But because of the fact that, you know, the items that you do sell quite regular will become more regular items and more popular items that you will sell than any other item you've got in your store. Okay? So, you know, always remember that when you put your prices up, when you run out of stock, always remember to keep track of that particular item and go for it. I'd say 1 in every 10 or 1 in every 15 items that I do, I've got a ridiculous, stupid price for it. And I just think, well, if I can have about 20 or 30 of those in my store and one of them sell, that's a nice, easy, fat profit for me. You know, it really is. So yeah, that's an idea. So, anything else that anybody else wants to say? No? Okay.
I was going to just add on to Paula, what she said. Definitely tweak your listings, the old ones that haven't been selling, because I'll do that every now and then. And I think I just sold, I put that thing up months ago. I forgot I had that.
Even if you change it by a cent, you know what I mean, or 50 cents, just to get Cassini to look at it again. All right, and that's important. Just to anything that's new, it's like Cassini apparently is like a magpie. As soon as it's in something shiny and new, it goes, oh, what's that? And it'll look to see what's going on. So even if it's a little tweak, a little with regards to your pricing, a couple of $1 or whatever you're doing, or pounds or 50p or whatever, you know, just anything you can to give it a bit of a boost.
Paul has sold quite a few items through tweeting her titles.
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10 when she tweets her titles, she'll like message me a day later or something. So it's just sold. You know, I have a problem with it, but it's fucking sold.
Joke. It's a bloody joke, but hey ho.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that to all my really old items. I need to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I also want to add the titles and all the descriptions for mine.
You know, you want to get them. You want to get them in there to, you know, because especially you've got so much opportunity now for Christmas coming. You know, we've got to get them listings up. And remember, the 12th of December is the last day that you offer. And otherwise, you put everything. And you want to put things on hold. It's up to you how you do it. Or put it down to 0 so they don't stop your listings. Your listings are still there. And then after the 12th, after Christmas Day, put them back up to 1. Because you're not guaranteed then to, you know, on the items that you want, just put it to 0. So you're always keeping that listing up.
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Christmas for eBay because the way I look at it is, it's a bit of a small, very, very small touching story. This is as well. I'm really excited for Christmas because DSD for me personally, I was all over the shop last Christmas. You know, I'd been in DS for like the 2nd year and stuff like that, and it took a long time. That's why I say to new individuals that come on board here that are doing really well, and I mean really well, like the Marta, for instance, the Nickies, Joneses behind in the background. You guys don't necessarily know what those guys are doing, and they are smashing it out of the park. They're quite close to me.
Oh, no, they are. It's always the quiet ones.
And you know, I hope they don't mind me. I'm sure they're not going to mind me saying that, but you know, those are individuals that I need to speak to also as well, because I want them to start putting sales proof in the group as well. But they're seriously up there, and because, you know, there's many reasons, you know, and it's the way I look at it is obviously they, just like I, don't want to be putting it in the group every other hour to do people's head in. Hence why people don't see my sales, you know, because I'd have everybody leaving after a month saying, Jay, fuck off. You know, so that's the way I look at it. I have to be considerate, obviously, to other people, you know. So yeah, you know, but you know, getting back to what I was saying, last year Christmas for me in DSD, you know, no, not DSD's fault at all in the slightest. My fault, and my fault only. You know, I didn't prepare for it. It was my first Christmas with DSD. I didn't know, for the limited amount of items that I did have up, which wasn't many, I didn't know it was going to go as crazy as it did. And it did go crazy, you know. It went absolutely mental. And, you know, it sounds silly, it really does sound silly. But it was a bad place for me last year at Christmas, a bad time in terms of business, because I was losing money left, right, and centre because I hadn't done things the correct way, I wasn't tracking things the correct way, etc. I was convinced that things weren't going to get any bigger financially, etc., for me in this career. Come November's time, I had that mindset of, oh, if it goes busy, which it probably won't, it blah blah blah. I had the wrong attitude. Whereas this year, I'm a lot more prepared. I got a lot more items up, a lot more sellable items. I intend to get a lot more up also as well. So I'm a lot more prepared, and I'm excited. Really, 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 genuinely excited. I can't wait till halfway through November, December comes round, because I'm just going to make an absolute killing. Some people might say I'm bragging, sod it, whatever. Me and Jaden are going to have a great Christmas, and we're just going to smash it. So, you know, that's seriously my mindset, you know.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah, and what I want to put the icing on the cake, what I would love to put the icing on the cake, is I'd like everybody else to be there with me. I'd like all my team members to be there with me. I want us all to be throwing sales in the group at Christmas, have a bigger group, loads of people earning money. You know, there was a couple of days last year where people were putting so much posts up there of sales proof, etc. And
oh,
time is that now? 3 in 30 minutes.
3.5 hour.
Bit of a crazy day today, really crazy.
Yeah,
what kind of day I've had today.
There's items now, man.
how many you got up again?
Hey,
I said, how many do you have up again? My goodness.
I'm not going to begin to tell you how many items I sold today, guys. I'll just keep that to myself.
Yeah, like 20,
yeah.
right?
But yeah, so I would implore you guys, you know, to literally get ready for Christmas, start tweeting your items, start getting your Christmas decorations up, start getting your Halloween decorations up. You know, I don't want you looking back in 2 months' time and saying, Jay warned us about this, he told us in October the 11th, first week of October, he told us to get out of it. So even if you've got time, you know, for people that are working, the people that aren't working, etc., you know, I'm scheduling 2 days off my work, off my job, because my part-time hours don't kick in until a couple more weeks. But I'm scheduling a couple of days off to solely devote my time to my listings and start getting ready for Christmas. Really, really do. So yeah, to everybody, start thinking about bringing people in. Start thinking about stocking up your shelves as much as you can. Jay, you don't have much to do, in my opinion. You've probably got about another 50, 60 more items to put up, and you should be able to just sit back and just start tweeting all your titles and stuff. You've only got to tweet your titles once. If you've got old items that have been sat there for more than 6 months, tweet them the best you can, and then move on to the next item. And then when you've got all your items, like myself, when you've got all your items that are tweeted to the point they're actually selling regular, you don't need to tweet them again. There's no point tweeting a title if it sells
It's
regular.
working.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not broke, don't fix it. So, so yeah, that's the two big things I want you guys to take away from this meeting: is recruitment and your items. Get your items up ready for Christmas. That's about all I've got to say, really. It's gone on a little bit longer than I expected. I would like to thank you all for coming to the Hangout. I appreciate it massively, to Paula as well. Jay, inbox me when you're ready for a Hangout, please. I would like, and
Yeah, I did inbox you.
definitely would like to have a Hangout, a Skype call rather, with Jeremy at some point in the next 7 days, even if it's for just 30 minutes, just for us to catch
Definitely do
up.
that.
Definitely think that would be worthwhile. And if you could just let me know, Jeremy, obviously when you've got a chance towards
Yeah,
the end.
I'll shoot you a message.
Cool sound. Fantastic. And Jay, you do the same as well and let me know. All right?
I did.
You what, sorry, Jay?
Right, I'm
I said I did
Don't
already.
mind.
I did it a while ago.
Okay, cool. Right, everybody, I will speak to you soon.
All right, guys.
Jay, I'll
Take
speak
care.
to you soon. Thanks for coming, guys. Peace.
see you later.
See you
later.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, honey.
Later.